The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle.
Welcome, and today's topic is gvisor. It is very important topic from the CKS perspective. So a gvisor, what does it mean? It's a Google visor. You see here is a missing security layer for running the container FT. So here you see container, gvisor and host. Now come to the here and visor. Visor means a piece of plastic cloth or hat or on a hat which stops sun shining into your eyes. So here makes sense that it protects your eyes. And it is the perfect sense to what I want to make here is that is protect what here host, my favorite movie. But let's look at from the gvisor perspective. So this is the host. Dr. Octopus, very famous character, and I can see this is the system calls.
He's mine!
So he is a gvisor because he want to protect.
You want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And me.
Everybody
Me
wants to be a
too.
gvisor. Too much security for this Spider-Man.
Very well.
So watch once again. So without pausing, I'm giving.
He's mine! You want to get to him, you...
Post kar. System call.
He's mine!
Gvisor.
You want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And
Everyone
me.
want to be gvisor.
Me too.
So you can watch in YouTube also, but till time I don't think it's a good idea. We are going to focus on gvisor. So what is gvisor? Gvisor is a container sandboxing technology developed by Google. It provides an additional security boundary for container. It is an open source project.
Google created gvisor as an application kernel in user space. This improves container isolation
We have already
and
seen
security.
here in normal container. The application makes system calls directly to the host kernel. If there is vulnerability in the app, an attacker can exploit and get access to the host kernel. So gvisor add an additional security, or gvisor adds a layer between the application and the host kernel and reduce the attack surface. So how gvisor works? When application inside the container want to make a system call, it does not go directly. Instead, the system calls goes to the gvisor component called sanitary. If we look at then so there is a question: is the gvisor is the only tool? No, there are many, not many but few. So if I want to show you the diagram of gvisor, or I think here also, so it's a gvisor diagram. So here you will see this is which is extra, it is known as the sanitary. So when an application inside the container want to make a system calls, instead of system call goes to instead the system means instead to go to the host Linux kernel, it goes to the sanitary, which is a gvisor component. And sanitary is a user space kernel that intercepts and handles many system calls. Only safe and limited calls are passed to the host kernel. The result is returned back to the application. So what is the benefit? Benefit is the stronger isolation compared to runc, which is default runtime, and reduces the attack surface of the host kernel and prevent many classes of kernel exploit. Work without modifying the application. So if I introduce this gvisor, then do I left only way to use this? No, because when this system call directly goes to the host kernel, it is very fast. So gvisor add a user space layer sanitary between container and the host kernel so it increases security by limited direct access. So if you want your application to be much fast, so you can use a default runtime, or if a multi-tenancy, if you don't trust, then it's a better way to use gvisor. So this Kubernetes allows us to choose a container runtime using runtime class. So here is a run sc. If I make one here which is run c, let me bring this into the here. So if I want to make one more or default, so whenever there is a runtime class, so runtime class is nothing but a feature which can select container runtime config. So if in container runtime class this runsc is defined, so runsc is a handler which is run secure container. So I just open a killer coda so you do have a better understanding of it. So sorry, the script is not written, so might be because so here if I type uname -r, so you will see this is a kernel. So where is runc? So that default runtime is not of Kubernetes, it's of Linux. So let's try this command. I'll press Ctrl L first. Container d config dump default runtime. So you will see default runtime is run s. So I type this. So every time I do it, what happens? Let it be. You can search here. Default runtime is this runsc. You can also check from the CRI also. So fixctl info null grep. I don't know what happening. Terminal -a5 runtime. So you can find that it's a default one. So now Control L. So I'll just uname -r. So you are seeing here this is kernel. Now I'll split here and I find uname -r. So this is the kernel. Now I'll make two containers. Sorry, I will make first container and then I'll install gvisor, because gvisor should be installed on the where the node means k create for pod it's run, k run container without gvisor, and -- image equal to nginx. So k get pods. So it's running or not. So running. Control L. So you name -r here k -it pod name is the container without gvisor, and then -- space bash. So we are inside the container. Here I will type uname -r. So you will see this both are same. So application directly getting the system means application directly giving system calls to particular kernel. Now we'll introduce gvisor and we'll check whether it's good, means how it is behaving. So we'll install a gvisor, but installing gvisor will ssh into node. We'll get how many nodes are there. K get. So there are two nodes. So node 01 is workload because control plane is 10. So ssh to the node 01, and here we need to install gvisor. So I'll just use script. So wget https cloud/script/ks/CKS s112. We have already discussed in the practice gvisor. Control L add. So here first you need to make this command because we are doing it in Windows. So crlf error you will find. So just do this, and now .chmod /actvisor now / if you have only one node, then it could be run on a control plane. So prerequisite is completely successful. So Control L, and now I'll create another pod which is a run container with gvisor. But before doing that, I need to create a runsc handler. So now if I'll just run k get runtime, sorry, I need to exit from here. So Control L k get runtime class. So there is no runtime class because we haven't created yet. So it is using default. So if I Control B right hand Control L and R, now exit and u -r ems. So might be in killer coda it is given, not permitted. But if I'll do, let's see here, but it is directly communicating, but somehow it is safe. So here I will create runtime class. So we can create a runtime class. How do you create runtime class? So just go to the kubernetes.io and write runtime class, and you will add it here. So I'll copy this run. I'll paste it here. So my class name is metadata, and my class name is gvisor, and here I'll write run sc, and here I will write gvisor. This could be anything, so I will not remove here any comment, but you can. Now apply this runtime class. I forgot here runtime class is created, so get runtime class. So here you will find this handler is runsc. This gvisor is you can use any, it's only aliases at the queue. So we'll create a pod using runtime class. So pi pod.yaml. The name of the pod is here. You can find this YAML file here. This is the pod YAML file. This is the default. So you can write name here and whatever information. Now I want to put name so that I can distinguish. So here I place container without divisor. So I'll place here container with divisor. So if wq create k apply.yaml, so k get pod, you will get 2 pods. So we already exit this pod here, means we are inside this pod here. So I'll exit this pod here, it -it bash. So we are here, control B right side. So if I type uname -r here, you will find this. Now if I uname, so you find this version, which is means it's using gvisor. So if I can describe both, here I will open 2 tab. Second control alt tmux here also. So a describe pod and container without gvisor. So here you will not find control P left side describe pod with gvisor. So I'll grep it. Control I'll describe gvisor keep runtime. So here you will see runtime class is this gvisor. Same here, I'll control F, you'll find items here keep time. So you will find there is no output. So here runtime class is being used and time class is. So this way you can understand. And if so you'll find that false is to the gvisor. Now here prove my point that system calls is reaching to gvisor and limited call to the host kernel. So if you want to create a pod here, I'll open up 3. So vi, if again I create a pod, a pod 1 -image equal to ng. So until and unless I define that runtime class name in pod, it will not use gvisor. So exit it. This type of things happens in exam most of the time because you write and not keep and so be careful while writing. Make sure what you write is printing on the screen. So look here, we have not defined any this runtime class, so gvisor it is not using gvisor. So Kubernetes has not confirmed that the pod was started using gvisor run class, which maps to the run sc runtime, and we have already seen that this system calls is directly going to the kernel. Here system calls is going to the gvisor. So this thing now you can understand.
He's mine! You want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And me.
Me too.
Very well.
So thank you so much for your love and support, and thank you so much member for supporting me so that I can create more video community. Thank you so much.